Good morning, Mr. Powell. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to get on Survivor. As always, should you be caught, CBS needs you, Nick. This message is self-destruct.
What's up, Survivor? I'm Nick Powell, current Vanderbilt resident and future 3-time Survivor champion, and this is me. I should probably start with my most defining characteristic, which is this little beauty up here. I tend to refer to myself as a genius when I'm in the presence of others, and it's not exactly like I'm telling any lies. I had the highest SAT score in my high school. I was on all the math and academic teams and all that nonsense, and I was commonly referred to as the math and science guy pretty much throughout the whole land. And I got accepted to every college I applied to. I ultimately picked the best one, Anchored Down, where I'm planning on studying neuroscience and on a pre-med track to ultimately become potentially a neurosurgeon. But what does this mean for the game? Basically, no matter what the game throws at me, twist, challenge, I can manipulate and strategize my way through any situation. I can convince people to do whatever I want them to do, and I can solve any puzzle that arises in a challenge. So challenges will pretty much be a piece of cake. Now hold up, I know what you're thinking. What is this young guy doing, thinking he can roll with the grown-ups? Well, that's my secret weapon, because I can lie under the radar, underestimated, and shock all these older guys by showing them that this little guy can change and adapt just like these crusty old folk. And on top of that, I'm a super fan, so I know all the angles. Now, I may have only been 2 years old when the show first aired, but I've seen every episode at least 3 times. And I spend hours each week strategizing and planning if I were each contestant, what would I do to get to the end and ultimately win the game. I read blogs, I read interviews, I read recaps, and in the spirit of Gordon Holmes, actually, I made my own power rankings when I was in high school with my own friends. And though we've all separated to different colleges, we keep it maintained every week. Now, you guys might think of superfans as like Cochran and Steven and all these other guys, but trust me, they ain't got nothing on me. Isn't that right, Jeff? He's a little shy, but he knows. Now, when I step on the island, the castaways are going to look at me as some string bean who can't pull his weight in challenges and can't do anything around camp. But what they don't know is that my strength to weight ratio is actually at a peak, due to my 12 years of competitive swimming, my college water polo, and I'm an avid rock climber. So I may not be a Joe or Ozzy, but I could definitely be Eric Reichenbach. Let's just say, I could hold my own. Now, the final question is, can I survive on an island for 39 days? Enough said. So that was me, baby. I'll be awaiting your call.